Happy Mother's Day, everyone. I know it's not a happy weekend for all of us. I especially want to remember the mother of Ahmaud Arbery. Wanda, I know we don't know one another, but I want you to know that we stand with you, we grieve with you, and we commit to continue this fight for justice. To all the moms in waiting, whether through birth or adoption, you are not alone. To all the moms who have lost children or who have lost moms, we are with you as well. To anyone who has lost a parent, our hearts are with you this weekend. I thought I would take time to let you know about my two moms. I have the joy and privilege of having Kamala and Jada as my moms. I was born to the beautiful Kamala. I guess before I go into all of that, I need to tell you a little bit about her. Kamala is an only child, so she is sweet and stubborn. She is a strong prayer warrior, and she did not want to get married. She had dreams of becoming an ambassador. She was essentially valedictorian. It's called first rank in India. And so she was valedictorian of her high school, but also when she got her bachelor's in economics. And then I believe top 10% when she got her master's in education here in the US. So she didn't want to be tied down with a family. But at 27 years old, she gave in and said, okay, I'll get married. And a year later, she had my sister. My sister has autism and severe developmental delays, so that was quite a shock and an adjustment for our family. But I believe that we all learned the beauty of love because of my sister. Almost a year after having my sister, my mom had me. And I am unconventional. I refuse to be put in a box. And so that was problematic for my family. I believe that they did the best they knew to do with me, and my mom loved me to the best of her ability. I was raised in a very traditional home. My mom was at home with us primarily, but she also taught at a local school. And she taught me the value of prayer. She also taught me proper English. I was not allowed to say ain't. I was definitely not allowed to use any words in frustration. My mom is quite disappointed now because she has heard all the words from Lali, and improper and incorrect as well. But I did learn from her, so thank you, Mom. I have a blog now, and I believe that's because of what I was taught by Kamala. She also taught me the value of having a strong faith. And at 17, I was told by 3 families from our little vanilla church that their home was open to me. And I couldn't understand why, but I had babysat for one of those families, and so even though I didn't know any of the families well, I thought, I'll choose the family that I've babysat for a few times. Enter my French vanilla mom, Jada. So regardless of what anyone else said, Jada knew in her heart. She said that God told her to open her home to me, and so she followed that. She opened her home to me, bought a bed, bought me a whole new wardrobe, helped me sign up for my first semester at college. She and my curry mom, my biological mom, Kamala, helped to put a down payment on my first vehicle. And it is at Jada's that I learned to think for myself, that it was okay to ask all those questions I've had swirling around in my head since childhood. I was never courageous enough to ask all the questions, but Jada's love and the safety that I felt in her home allowed me to know it was okay to be different. It was okay to think outside the box. And I saw her love for all people. From day one, she loved me as her own, and she really 100% took me in. She never tried to take me away from my family. She wanted me to have a great relationship with my biological family, but she just let me know that she was there for me. And this weekend, I really just wanted to thank the two moms. I want to thank Kamala for teaching me how to pray and for teaching me how to speak and write properly. Although I don't use it all the time, I do know how. I want to thank her for teaching me to be a diligent worker. I watched her work so hard for us, and to value the smallest of things. The joy that you get from working in your garden. I just saw that I could appreciate the tiniest of things from you. I want to thank Jada because from you I saw love in action. Love for all people. I saw that you were not confined to your upbringing. You were not confined to what was around you. You have a heart of gold. You are such a giver. But I was also thinking, you're such a great cook, and you did buy me a lot of cookbooks, but about 5 to 7 ingredients is as much as I can handle, so I'm not a great chef like you and a great baker like you, to the disappointment of Niji. But I do want to thank you for filling our bellies and our hearts every time you visit. We wish you lived closer. But I learn so much from you. And also, I want to thank my mother-in-law, Lilama, because you raised a gem. And I have the privilege of being married to him. So this weekend, I encourage you to reach out to all the people who have been like a mom to you, even if you've lost your own mother, to let the people who are in your life know how much you love them and how much they influence your life. Oh, and I have 2 beautiful children. So for all the moms who beat themselves up, I feel your pain. Until 3 years ago, I believed the lies that I would be a horrible mother. I was very afraid of having children, and I didn't trust myself. And what happened for me is that I decided I would not beat myself up. Yes, I mess up. I'm very flawed. I've always apologized to my kids. But what changed 3 years ago is that when I mess up, I don't sit in it and tell myself that I'm horrible and don't deserve these beautiful children. I just say, okay, you messed up. Get up. You can do this. You're a good mom. You have good kids. And you don't need to keep beating yourself up about messing up. This is life, and it's okay. And so I've seen a change just from that. And so I hope if any of you moms are feeling like you're unfit or you're telling yourself horrible things, please be gentle to yourself, because it is not a mistake that you were a mom. Happy Mother's Day.